Hey guys, so it is October 17th or something like that. And so I am on here today is Rose with Rosa. So here we go. What rose did I get? I got a California 2022. It's a dark horse. I got this from Publix. I opened it and it has a screw top. So yeah, I think it was the cheapest one they had, or second cheapest one that they had in the store. So let's see how this works, and we'll go from there. But I am looking for that Snoop Dogg rose. I haven't tried it. I went to the store yesterday to try to find it, but they didn't have any. So I will keep looking for that one. Okay. Um, so today is rose with Rose. With Rosa. So this is I got this from Tori. Life Happen Wine Helps. So I got that from Tori's basically girls' night out not too long ago, and so had a wonderful time. I'll probably need to do something like that more often, but here. So so now I don't typically um like sweet wines or whatnot. And this isn't bad. It is dry. It has a little bit of dry to it. So let's see. Wild strawberry, watermelon, juicy peach. So there you go. That is that. I like this right there. So um so that's what we are sipping on tonight. We're not drinking the whole bottle. As you can see, I already started the bottle. This is my snack that I'm having. And over here, I did my taxes yesterday, y'all. So this is my bill from when I had to have a saddle pulmonary thrombectomy. I had to have a thrombectomy because I had a bilateral saddle um, pulmonary embolism in my lungs, and it was cutting off my blood supply and to my lungs and to my heart. And so I was like a ticking time bomb. And I got to the doctor just in time. I told my doctor I need an inhaler because I can barely breathe. And she said, come in. I said, I just need the inhaler just to get me through. And she said, come in. She took care of me. They forced me to go to the ER. There you go. Listen to your doctors. Please listen to your doctors. That was so important that she was on my side. I know a lot of people talk about doctors aren't really out for the best interest of the people. They're just trying to make money. My doctor, she was on point. She saw that there was a need and she saved my life. Simple as that. So um, that is what's going on. So tonight with Rose with Rose, what I typically do is it's free for all. Um, I typically have people. What I would like for it to turn into is open discussion about life, estate planning, employment discrimination, um, legal issues that you may have. And we sort of, in the future, I would love to bring on guests and have them talk about different things, talk about taxes, finances, how to grow your business, what you can do to improve your business. If you're having family situations, and things of that nature. So that is my goal with this whole rose with Rosa. Okay. And I'm doing it late at night. Um, I'm doing it live late at night because This is when I am at my, I guess, most vulnerable state, and I do want to um, share with people at that time. So it is right when I'm getting ready to wind down and just talk about um, things that are important in life. And so now I will say this. Let me find it. I have a whole bunch of journals. Okay, so I am doing P90, not P90X. I'm doing 90X, the planner 90X. So I got this journal from my niece. It's extremely nice. I really love it. I love the feel of it. Um, I am one of those people who have journals like everywhere. I buy them because they're beautiful, but then I don't want to write in them because that I don't like writing in my books. In college, I own those books. I still have all of my books. It wasn't until law school that I started writing in my books. Okay, and so that's one thing. I got my 2024 planner, my law of attraction planner. Now, I will tell y'all something about what's going on with this. I love this planner. Okay, I really do. Now, the issue that I have with it is that it's a Sunday start date. I don't like Sunday start dates. I am one of those people. Sunday should be the 7th as opposed to the first day of the week. And so that is um, that's the only qualm that I have with this. Now, last year I did buy it, and unfortunately the binder broke in one of them, and so they had to they replaced it. So I do like their customer service, and I just enjoy this. So what I'm going to do is this weekend I will be focusing a lot on my 90X, which is digital, and this planner to get through everything. Okay, and so those are just two of the things that I'm working on, uh, or whatnot. Now, what are some estate planning issues that I have seen recently? Well, what I am seeing a lot of lately is older people may have done their estate plans, and they did an absolutely wonderful job by taking the steps to do estate planning. However, they did not update their plans. So I am going to use a couple people as an example. Guy, young guy, single, goes into the military, drops a will, leaves everything, leaves everything to his mother. Okay. He has not gone back to update his will. He gets married, all this other stuff, hasn't changed the will at all. And so it's still going to his mother. Well, mother passes, and there's no clauses in there that would say it's going to the next of kin. It will actually go to her estate. And then he passes. And now wife is having to battle the estate of mother. So that is something that you really want to pay special attention to. You want to update at least every 3 years. Okay. Revisit at least every 3 years. When you have something major in your life happens, if you have, get married, get divorced, um, I'm like, even if you get a dog that you plan on keeping in your life for a while, um, do something. Okay, make some minor changes. It doesn't take a lot. It does not. You just go to your attorney and say, hey, this is what happened, and I want to make sure. So you get pregnant, and the one thing, some people, it's still in debate. Some people more when you get pregnant, then and the fetus becomes viable, you should then make the changes to include that fetus, um, if it doesn't predecease you. But then some people are more wait till you have the baby. Um, you don't know. You really don't know. That goes into, you have 10 months of planning that you're putting off. And so I think about, um, the first thing that pops into my head is Kobe Bryant, and the fact that I think his child was born after he passed away, but that sort of kind of brings that whole situation comes to mind. Or the baby was extremely small and probably wouldn't have had time once it was born, because you now have a new baby, you're going to put it off again and again and again. So do it when the baby becomes viable, okay? To incorporate, to include that baby, for future, um, take care of that future baby, okay? And so that's just a couple things that I'm thinking about as far as estate planning is concerned. Now, one of the other things that I have been, diving into has been irrevocable trust for young people. Okay. And when I say young people, these are not people who are planning for Medicaid or planning for, um, nursing home assistance or anything of that nature. While I have met 29-year-olds living in assisted living programs or homes, um, irrevocable trust for just to have, you're giving up control over some of your stuff at that time, because you can't make changes, especially in Georgia, Alabama. You have to get the court permission, you have to get the beneficiary's permission, all this other stuff to do something with the assets that you have. So, the it is still out on that. Um, so I'm doing a lot more research on that, and I do want to incorporate into my practice irrevocable trust, but I want to make sure I'm doing it right and for the right reasons. I do want to do it for elderly people so that they can protect their homes and be able to pass it on to their children. But because the best thing to do is don't give it to them outright. Okay, don't do that. Put it in the trust, and you have the basis, and that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that basis, and then, when they sell it or whatnot, they're not subject to some of the capital gains taxes. Okay, so that's one thing. And then I think I said that right. I'm gonna have to check, make sure. And then the other thing is when you have that 5 year. Now I will say my parents are, up in their about 70s. 70. My mom just turned 70, so that means my dad is 72. And so I think at some point they may have to go into assisted living. I don't want them to. I don't wish that. I don't claim that. I think that's somewhat of a reality, um, because I am not in a situation where I can come in and take care of them. My oldest sister isn't. None of us are in a situation where we can give up our jobs, our lives, jobs mostly, to take care of them full time. And my oldest sister is the only sister that's still living in the same town as my parents. So she's taken on quite a bit. So I say that because my parents still own their home free and clear. Um, but if they go to, if it gets to a point of, I'm sorry, if it gets to that point where they have to go into a home, it puts the house in jeopardy. It really does. And while my mother has made it clear she doesn't want the house to go to any of her kids, and she won't tell us who she wanted to go to, um, since they don't really have the estate plan in place, they refuse to do it, because they don't want to think about death. And my mom just, she said she don't want us to know. So they may have something, but they're not. It wasn't done through me. Okay, I'll put it like that. And yeah, it wasn't done through me. And so they will have that issue come into play if they haven't taken that time. So um, another issue that comes up, and I've seen this happen a little too much, is the family loses the house. You have one person. There's always one person that wants to keep it, and a lot of families bicker, fight, do whatever to make sure that one person don't get it because they just uh, it becomes a huge issue, and so they end up losing it altogether. Okay, so make sure you're planning for things like that. If you have a special needs child, if you have a child, you need to be planning anyway. But if you have a special needs child, you want to get an irrevocable trust set up for them. Okay. Um, so that, or you could do the revocable trust, and then once you pass away, it becomes irrevocable. The reason why you want to make sure that your special kids with special needs or dependents with special needs are taken care of is through trust is because the government they have so many different benefits that they can get if they have no assets. Okay. So without those assets, they can get government benefits. If they have assets, now you run into the thing of if they ever run out, it's going to be more difficult for them to get it. So you just want to make sure that they are able to get their benefits or entitlements, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So that's mainly what we are. That's what I'm talking about today as far as Rosa with Rosa. Okay. So today's incense, or actually I wasn't using incense today. I was using um, this, which is sweet apple cider. Um, I actually I bought this for a gift. I bought it for a gift to give to a friend, and something happened, and I ended up not giving it to her, and then I lit it, and so it smells really nice. I don't typically like um, scents that what's the word, that might evoke emotions to eat. So I'm okay with the citrus, peach mango. I'm okay with that. And this one I'm actually okay with. It smells really good. I don't like fall smells. So you're not seeing it with pumpkins and all this other stuff. But either way, that is it is what it is. So that is the candle. And for the incense, I'm not burning incense tonight, but I typically burn dragon's blood. Uh, it, it sounds a little weird, but I do love that smell. And so I'm trying a new soaps as well tonight um, for my nightly shower. It is a tea tree mint that is exfoliating. So um, I think that's all I really want to talk about tonight. I do have employment discrimination. I really want to talk about something with employment discrimination. If you are going through that, please make sure you have backup plans. Okay. Um, don't make quick moves because unemployment is sometimes very hard to get, especially in the state of Alabama. Okay. Employers will appeal it 90% of the time. They will appeal it. So uh, y'all take care of that. And if you have more questions, feel free to send them to me. My email is tanika at tlfinneylaw.com. I'll put it in the description. And y'all can go to my website, tlfinneylaw.com. or TanikaLFinney.com. Okay. So check out either one of those, get updated information, and I will talk to y'all later. So this has been my first time with Rose with Rosa. Again, what was the wine that I used today? Dark Horse um, Rose. It's a California 2022. Next time I will have the Snoop Dogg wine. I will continue looking for that. So actually, no, I'm gonna take that back. So I got another. It's not a rosé. Okay, it's not a rosé. It is a table wine that is locally um, locally made here in Alabama. Okay, so we're gonna try that one, see how it goes. It's a little bit sweet, which I don't typically like, but it's a table wine, so I'm gonna try it out. And then I will pair that with probably a shrimp and balsamic vinaigrette, or balsamic vinegar sauce or something of that nature. Okay, and so we'll see how that goes, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.